Well, good evening, everybody. How is everyone doing this evening? I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. We are having a great day. Cindy's not here right now, but hopefully she might be able to pop in. She is having a late evening meeting, work meeting. So hopefully it will end and she will be able to join us. But I hope that everyone is having a fantastic day. We are having a great day. So hopefully you all are having a great day. It's a beautiful day out here today. And we are excited for tonight. We're going to be covering a few things. And so, but let's get started. Let's see who's here and who is in the chat. And so, first person in the chat is TNT Adventures of Sea. Tom and Terry, welcome in. Says, hi guys, to answer the question, I'm a midlifer child trapped in an adventurous, likable, aging body that failed to halt to age. That's awesome. Yes, we all are children at heart. Hopefully, we are all children at heart. So hopefully, you all are having a great day and children at heart. And let me go ahead and mention it. Make sure that you answer the poll question as you come in. Hopefully, you are. Looks like we have 15 votes right now, which is awesome. And the question is, if age is only a state of mind, which category best describes your state of mind right now? So right now, where are you with your state of mind? And then TNT Adventure says, I guess you could say I'm a cheeky child with teenage tendencies, pretending to be in midlife while being a super senior. I lost my thought. Super senior trying to make age-defining plan to heighten our adventures. That is awesome. And welcome in, Meg. Glad that you are here today. And yes, I do have D-Doll. If Cindy is not able to join us, depending on how long her meeting goes, well, we got D-Doll in the house today. Oh, Meg says, great thumbnail. Thank you, Meg. Cindy made that thumbnail. It's awesome because the last few thumbnails we've been doing, Cindy has been doing them, and she has been doing a fantastic job with those. So thank you, though. And then we got Cruise Nuts in the house. Welcome in, guys. Hopefully you are having a wonderful evening. And let's see, everyone's saying hi to everyone. Let me scroll down here. Oh, we got Z Gaming and Home Theater Channel in the house. Welcome in, Z. Glad that you are here, and hopefully you are having your great evening. And Z says that he's working on his baby channel, transforming his living room for gaming. That is fantastic, Z. Welcome in, buddy. And we've got PSV Odysseys, Mr. Paul. Welcome in, sir. Glad that you are here. Hopefully that you are having a wonderful evening. And then we've got the Moonlight Adventures is in the house. So welcome in, guys. And hopefully you are having a great night, Josh and Chastity. Oh, and we got Mike and Rihanna in the house. Welcome in, guys. Hopefully that you are having a great night. Oh, and congratulations, Josh, to your son graduating boot camp. He is officially a Marine, and that is awesome. We know, for everyone that has served in the service, we know how big of an accomplishment graduating and how the feeling you get of graduating boot camp and basic training. That is awesome. So congratulations, buddy, on that one. We got Randacina is in the house. Welcome in. She says, good evening, all. Welcome in, Randacina. Glad that you are here. Hopefully you're having a great evening. And we've got Eddie Lugo in the house. Yo, Brooklyn in the house. Welcome in, Eddie. Hopefully you're having a great night. And everyone remember, Eddie's got that group cruise going next October over Halloween, Booze Cruise 2.0. Anyways, check if you guys are interested in joining that group cruise. That is going out of Tampa on the Carnival Paradise. Should be a lot of fun. So just contact me, and I can help you get a really good rate there. And so contact me on that one. Oh, the chat just jumped. Sorry about that, guys. Let me go. I think I was about right. Yep, there we are. Okay. Sorry about that. Checking on down the chat here. Just want to make sure we hit everybody. Tony G, welcome in, Tony G, 1975, welcome in. Glad that you are here, my friend. Hopefully you're having a wonderful evening tonight. And we've got Traveler Buses in the house. Welcome in, guys. Glad you are here. Hopefully you're having a good evening. And Kathy Mills is in the house. Welcome in, Kathy. And hopefully everything is going great with you. Welcome in. One thing I'm hoping to work out, and that's just doing noises, and then we can say, "Hey, welcome in" or something. But we're not that sophisticated yet. But CNS Travel is in the house. Says, "Hey, everybody!" So welcome in. Glad that you are here. We've got Will G. Welcome in, Will. Glad that you are here, my friend. And we've got Destination Fun. Sherry's in the house. Welcome in. Hopefully that you are having a great day, Sherry, and you got all your tacos eaten. Was watching your live a little bit, so and doing more of listening than watching as we were getting ready for this live. But you guys were doing a great job. You had some panelists on, and that was awesome. Eddie was on there, and I think Mike was in there, and I think even Darian came in there, and I can't remember everyone that was in there, but I think that Clock Family Adventures was in, Mike was in there too. So you guys are doing a great job, though. Wow, it just jumped big time. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. And if I did, just let me know. And I apologize if we did miss anybody. Hey, we got Sherry is in the house. Welcome in, Sherry. Glad that you are. Sherry, awesome Sunsets Travel. Welcome in, Sherry. Glad that you are here tonight, and hopefully you are having a wonderful evening. All right. I think we'll go ahead. Oh, we got Alice in the house. So welcome in, Alice. Glad you are here. And Eddie's better half. So welcome in. And we're going to continue on now. So, again, hopefully you all are having a great evening. And I just want to, I got to look at my notes, so I apologize. Oh, and I do want to thank all the hashtag Team Replay. We have a lot of people that do watch our replay, and so we greatly appreciate you guys. So welcome in, and also all you lurkers, everyone that is watching but not saying anything, welcome in, and glad that you guys are all here, and everyone that's watching, thank you very much. And again, make sure that you guys answer that poll question, if you would, please. And also check out our social media if you guys haven't done it yet. Ocean Travel Crew, and our Instagram, Ocean Travel on Instagram. Check our other social media channels out, and consider joining. We have a lot of fun on the Travel Crew, and also we try and post on our Instagram. So check us out if you could do it. Be greatly appreciated. We do have a lot of fun. All right, guys. And as I'm showing at the bottom, like I said, Eddie Lugo has a group cruise coming out. We actually have 4 group cruises that I am booking right now. We've got the Blues Cruise coming up this year in October. So if you still are looking for something to do over Halloween, think about joining this Blues Cruise. It's out of New Orleans on the Carnival Glory. That is going to be a lot of fun. So consider joining that one. We also have Sea Lake Journeys group cruise next year in May 19th. So consider joining that group cruise. That's going to be a lot of fun. That is with TNT Adventures to Sea. And so that's going to be a lot of fun. That is on the Norwegian Breakaway. And I know some of you went on the Norwegian Breakaway for the Bloggers Cruise. So anyways, we're going to be doing a group cruise on the Norwegian Breakaway with Sea Lake Journeys and TNT Adventures to Sea. So if you are interested in that group cruise, again, contact me. My email is scrolling across the screen. So contact me and I can get you some pretty good rates on there. And we have some great deals also that are thrown in. And then Eddie's that I talked about earlier. So if you are looking at doing Halloween for next year in October, that's October 28th, contact me on that one. And then also if you, and then in 2025, we are doing our group cruise that is in association with Helping Hands for Cruising. We have partnered up with them for our group cruise going to Alaska in June 15th of 2025. So consider doing that one. We've got some great people going on that one also, and it should be a lot of fun. And we got a great itinerary there, and we're going to have a lot of fun things going. So consider joining that one also. Should have a lot of fun. All right. Well, one thing in the news I think that some people have heard about is SCT Adventures and See Me Traveling, and I believe Antoinette at Fun. They were all just on a cruise on MSC, and the report came out that MSC did not do very well on the CDC inspection, and I believe they said that happened while they were on the ship. So we wanted to let everyone know that if you want to know, if you're getting ready to go on a cruise and you want to know how your ship that you're going on has fared and how their last inspection and everything goes, there is a website. There's a section on the CDC's website that you can go to, and I am going to post this in the chat. And you can go to this website, and you can see what your ship is doing. And I thought it'd be kind of fun, so I am going to pull up their website and share screen this with you. Let me screen it. And here we go. Does it yet? So this is the website. Make it bigger, and you can go in here, and you can do it one of two ways. You can either put in the ship that you're going on, or you can do the cruise line that you are going on. And so I just thought it'd be a lot of fun. And you know, MSC was just in the news, and so you can scroll down here and click on the MSC, and then go down and hit search, and then all of MSC's. Whoop! There was an error there. It was working earlier. Let me try it again. Let me do MSC again. It was working earlier, so we'll see if it'll work this time. Nope, they're airing out now. Maybe they don't want us to know. All right, so anyways, you can go in here and you can check. And I was in MSC's, and they are just wanted to let you know that the one that got 67, which is the one that SCT Adventures and See Me Traveling was on, that was an anomaly, because all the other MSC, yes, I am, Sherry says Bruce Springsteen. I think I did, Sherry. But all the other ones outside of one was in the mid to high 90s, and a couple of them got 100. So I really think it was an anomaly with that one ship scoring so low. Some of the violations, some of them were pretty bad on that ship. and that's why it really scored very, very low. We also wanted to see, we just got off the Carnival Panorama, so we went on and see what the Carnival Panorama was. In their last inspection, they scored a 99. And it wasn't really even a violation that knocked them down one. It was more of a suggestion. And basically it is one of the signs was faded in the laundry room, couldn't be read very well, and so they got knocked for that. But otherwise, Carnival was doing okay. Royal Caribbean's doing okay. And MSC, most of them were doing okay. Uh, this one just happened to be that they had a bad day on that ship, or so, and they we're going to make a lot of corrections. So hopefully everything will work out for them. But they weren't all horrible. So I just wanted to share that with you guys and let you know that that one was not the norm for MSC or for anybody for that matter. So we got somebody else in the house. We've got Carmen from the Wind. Carmen, welcome in. Glad that you are here. Hopefully that you are having a wonderful evening. All right. Well, one thing I wanted to talk about is we wanted to go over some cruise tips. And if you guys have any suggestions in the chat, please fill those in also. But we wanted to go over some cruise tips and just kind of share some things. I know that we have some new cruisers that watch us. We always cruise with new cruisers and try to give them tips on what they need to do. And so we just want to go over some of these. And if you have any suggestions in the chat of something maybe we don't mention, you want to feel free to just go ahead and put them in the chat, and we'll have a little fun with this. And the first one that I'm going to say is our recommendation, and part of it is because yes, we are travel advisors, is to use a travel advisor. Now, why do I say use a travel advisor? The cruise lines, and you can definitely call up the cruise lines and book your cruise for you. You can do that. You can even do it on the website. The thing with a travel advisor versus what's called a professional vacation planner, which is who works for the cruise line. Number one is that a travel advisor is really going to watch out for their customers, their clients. And what I mean by that is that, what I do, and I know a lot of our travel advisors that I know also do this. For one thing, we are constantly looking to get you the best deal possible. If there's a price drop, we are looking for that, and we are gonna, hook you up. We're gonna call you up, and get you that better deal. When we book you, we are going to try and we are going to get you the best deal. A lot of times in the cruise lines, professional vacation planners, they're not necessarily going to get you the best deal. And when you go on the website, you will not be given the best rate code for the best deal. We have a ton of rate codes, and travel advisors are going to look out for you that way. And also with us, we're a one-stop shop. We help you with your excursions. We help you with your flights. We help you with your hotels. We help you with a ton of stuff that you are not going to get with the cruise lines. Some you can book air through them, but those aren't always the best way. We've done that before, and we've had problems with it. So we're gonna get you search and get you the best deal with your airlines. We're gonna hook you up with your hotels, any transfers, excursions, stuff that you want to do on the ship. We're gonna help you do all that. Where with the cruise lines, you're gonna have to research it and then tell them, hey, I want to do this, do this. We're gonna try and be the middle person and say, hey, what type of excursions would you like to do? Would you like us to book those for you? So keep that in mind when you are booking, that you use a travel advisor. In my humble opinion, you're going to get the best experience. So anyways, that's number one. Is I recommend you use a travel advisor, and there's a lot of good things that travel advisors will do for you. I try and get, especially my new clients, I put a packet together, and there's some in here that I have booked, and you guys will be getting a packet of, how, things that you might want to consider packing and stuff like that, and really trying to make it as smooth as possible. If you have mobility issues, a travel advisor will make sure that everything is hooked up for you at the cruise, with the cruise line and with the cruise port, so you don't have to spend the time on the phone. If there's any issues, the travel advisor will spend that time 2, 3, 4 hours sometimes on the phone with the cruise line to make sure everything's good and you don't have to spend that time. So I'm going to leave it at that, but my recommendation is to use a travel advisor. The next thing is, a lot of times you'll see the cruise lines will pop out and you see just a fantastic deal. But one thing that you need to realize when you see this advertised deal, when you see, for instance, $79 a day per person. So you got to remember that is not what your cruise is going to cost you. And you really got to look at all the other things that you're going to be, that's going to be added on, like the port fees and the taxes and the prepaid gratuities, although you can get them to remove, but those are one thing that the cruise lines will add to your cruise. You got specialty dinners that you might want to do. There are other things, transfers. How are you going to get from the airport to the cruise port if you're flying? Things like that. So if you see a cruise for 7 days for $649, it's not going to be that. When they do double occupancy, it's going to end up being about $1,600 when you start adding everything in. So just keep that in mind, that the deals, there's going to be other things added in there when the final payment, you get the final dollar amount. So just keep that in mind. Tip number 3, hotels. When you are going, either flying or driving, but if you are driving, many hotels near the cruise port offer free or discounted cruise port parking, where you can park at the cruise port, or you can park at the hotel, and then they offer shuttles to take you to the cruise port. So keep that in mind. Just like with the Boost Cruise that's happening this year in New Orleans, the hotel that I got a block of that with Shannon with Chances Travel helped me out, and we got a block of rooms at, I believe it's the Holiday Inn. And one of their perks, if you stay at that Holiday Inn, which is pretty good rate also for the room, but it's only $5 a day to park your car there, which most people that drive to cruise ports know it is a whole lot more than that. So a lot of hotels near the cruise port do offer that. So make sure when you're checking the hotels, if you're going in early, which this is one that I don't think I put down here, but is recommended, is if you are flying, we highly recommend that you do that you go in a day early. You just never know when you may have a flight delay, that something may happen, and you could miss your cruise. So make sure that you fly in a day early. It will be so much easier on you. It will take a lot of stress off you if you go on that day early. So if there is a delay, if something's going on, you've got time still to get to the cruise port. So make sure that you do go in the day early. Now, let's talk about flights. When is the best time to fly? Uh, Flights are really getting outrageous right now with the cost. It's crazy what's going on. But when is the best time to book a flight? You want to book no less than 21 days out, but the best price of airlines is about 6 weeks out, give or take a couple days. But around 6 weeks out is when the airlines have their best rates out there. The other thing is also determining on when to fly. So the best days to fly that's going to be the least expensive is Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. The worst days to fly are Fridays and Sundays. It's the way the airlines do all of their booking and everything, but those are the worst days to fly, and the best are Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Um, we we do normally fly if we're cruising on the Saturday. Normally fly on Friday, but we may change that up a little bit. We'll see. Before we move on, let's kind of look because I know that some more people have come into the chat, and I want to say hi to you guys. So, and Mike and Rihanna says they are new cruisers. Yep, and they are going on Eddie's cruise next year, which is awesome and fantastic. And we got cruising singing now. Sharon, welcome in. Glad that you are here. Hopefully that you are having a wonderful evening. And we've got the Bud Files in the house. Welcome in, guys. Hopefully you are having a wonderful, wonderful evening up there in Canada. Hopefully you're having a great night. Oh, we got the cruise vet is in the house. Mike, welcome in. I need to talk to you too, buddy. So I'll be giving you a call tomorrow. But Mike's a great supporter, and we try and help him out a lot also. But welcome in, Mike. Glad that you are here, my friend. And we got Together We Travel. Welcome in, Will. Hopefully that you are having a wonderful wonderful evening, and glad that you are here. You guys are awesome. We really appreciate all you guys and all the support that you give us. And by the way, tomorrow we'll be putting out our first video of the Carnival Panorama. So we're excited about that. So make sure that you check that out. And we've got F.R. Humphreys. Felicia, welcome in. Felicia and her husband are going on the Booze Cruise this year, which is awesome. The Booze Cruise this year is fantastic. I think we have close to 80 people so far going on that cruise. So make sure that you check that cruise out. Email me, and we can get you hooked up. So let's see. Oh, Camlin says, dang, I fly out on Fridays for my cruise in August. Yeah, and we normally fly on Fridays, but when we started doing some of this research, found out that Fridays may not be the best day. It's actually maybe one of the most expensive days to fly out. We still, we have to gauge everything, missing an extra day at home with work and everything, and also with the hotel. You just got to kind of weigh everything, whether you want to do it the day early or 2 days or what have you. But yeah, we normally fly out the day before too. When we're going on Saturday, we normally fly out on Friday. All right, the next one is travel insurance. And I don't know how many of you do travel insurance, do purchase travel insurance. A lot of people purchase it right through the cruise line or the airline. They offer them the travel protection, but those are not necessarily the best deals. Normally, the travel protection through the cruise lines and also through the airlines are more expensive than you can get from a third party company. And there is a website that I'm going to put in the chat right now, and it's called insuremytrip.com. And you can go onto this website, and you can shop around and really look for the best deal for your trip. But buying insurance from a third party company is probably going to do you better. There's better covers with that. Normally, when you're buying from a third party, you're not just doing the cruise, but you're covering your whole trip, and it's less money. And that's one thing we do. We have a few partners that we run the rates for everyone to try if they want to purchase a travel insurance. Everyone doesn't want to purchase it, and it can be risky sometimes if you don't, because you never know when something happens, and you may never need it. But then there's going to be that time that you may need it and you don't have it. And a prime example of that, excuse me 1 second while I take a drink. Sorry, guys. There may be a time, a prime example is our last cruise. Cindy, when we got off the ship, we checked our luggage in the night before. And when we got off the ship and went to the station area, Cindy's suitcase was not there. And I actually walked around with one of the employees down there, and it wasn't anywhere to be found. Thankfully, we had travel insurance, and we actually started a claim. Well, we ended up not needing it because we did get the call Monday morning that a gentleman had picked it up by mistake, and so we didn't need that. But if we did need it, if they wouldn't have found it, we wouldn't have gotten it back. We would have been okay. Just so you know, that the cruise line's limit is $250, and you may have a lot more worth than that in your suitcase. And so, because in Cindy's suitcase, for instance, we had one of our cameras. She had some jewelry in there. It was more than $250 worth of items in there. And the insurance we had would have covered up to $1,500, which was more of what was closer. We didn't have $1,500 worth of stuff in there, but we had more than $250 with the camera and some jewelry and stuff. So, but we did get it back. She was happy. Everything was in there, and it was all good to go. And I'll tell you, Carnival did a fantastic job getting it back to us, because when they called on Monday, they said, well, the gentleman's going to take it to the cruise port on Friday, when the Carnival Radiance is going to be in Long Beach, and then we'll get it shipped to you. But we got an email on Tuesday that it had already been shipped. So I don't know if Carnival went to the gentleman lived, I think it was like 30 minutes from the cruise port, they said, something like that. So I'm not sure if somebody went and picked up the bag or exactly what happened, but they did send it sooner. So I really appreciate Carnival for helping out with that, and they did a fantastic job. So, and I thought I saw Cindy Campanese is in the house, so welcome in, Cindy. Couldn't tell if James is in here, so hopefully James is doing well. But I did see Cindy was in the house, so welcome in, Cindy. Glad that you are here, and hopefully you are having a great evening. So anyways, recommendation, get travel insurance. You may not need it, but you'll be glad you have it the first time that you do need it. And make sure that things like COVID and emergency travel and all that kind of stuff is covered under your policy. And your travel advisor can help you with all that to make sure everything is covered that you need to have covered. All right. There are other ways that you can save money. Okay, cruising, to cruise and save money on a cruise. And one of them, and some people do it, some people won't because they don't get all the bells and whistles, but that's the cruise on a older cruise ship. They're still really nice, and the cruise lines try to do a really good job at keeping them in shape and all that kind of stuff. And they go into dry dock every few years and all that kind of stuff. But cruising on an older ship could save you money. Two ships that have the same itinerary, but one new and one older. The older one, same itinerary, but the older one could save you hundreds of dollars. So consider that. If you want to cruise more, save money, you want to do a cruise. Maybe you don't need all the bells and whistles of all the greatest sky bikes and roller coasters and all the big water slides and all that kind of stuff. Consider cruising on a smaller cruise ship, and you can find out which ones are the older ones, and your travel advisor can help with that, or even the cruise lines can help with that, and maybe cruise on an older cruise ship because they usually are cheaper. The itineraries generally are cheaper, and you're still going to have a great cruise. Being on the water, you're going to still have a fantastic time. The next thing, and there's a debate on when to do this and stuff like that. A lot of people like to pay off their cruise as soon as possible, because then it's a relief that the cruise is paid for. Now we can really enjoy ourselves. But here's the thing: consider paying off your cruise as slow as possible. Not trying to pay off, right away, but maybe make some payments, but just don't pay it off until right before the final payment date. And here's the reason why: you are going possibly miss out on if there's a price drop, if there's some deals that come through that you might be able to switch over. If you paid it off, then you could lose out on that. You could lose out on a price drop. Now you can still ask for it, and maybe you will get it, or maybe if there's a difference, you'll get it in onboard credit. But if you haven't paid it off yet, you have a lot more leverage in getting a price drop, getting some of that, some of the deals that are coming through. So consider waiting till just before final payment to paying off your cruise, because who knows, your travel advisor is constantly looking to get you that best deal, or to see if you have a price drop. And so, consider waiting, because once you've paid it off, you're not going to have as much leverage with the cruise lines to pay that off. So that's just another thing. Just consider waiting to pay it off. Just make some payments, but just don't pay it completely off till just before the final payment. Now, I'm not saying wait till final payment and then you have this huge lump sum of $2,000-$3,000. I'm not saying that. Make payments, just don't pay it completely off. Maybe have it down to $100, $200, and then pay it off right, like 2 days before final payment, or the day before final payment. Because if you pay it off too early, you may lose some of those. So, and let's see what's going. Sharon says, we love grandeur of the seas, and that's an older ship. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that's a really great ship. In fact, CruiseVet is, I believe, is looking. I don't have it in front of me now, but yeah, the older ships are still really great ships, and you could still still have a fantastic cruise. And some people don't like all the hustle and bustle of the bigger ships. They like, the smaller ships maybe a little bit slower pace, because they don't have all the stuff that the newer ships have. And a lot of people actually like that. I know I like the bigger ships, but one of my favorite things to do. I'm not interested in doing all the latest and greatest things that they have. We love it with Carnival, and Carnival's the only one that we've cruised so far. We are going to be going on some others though, so I'm excited about that. But we love getting us placed up in the Serenity deck area, and we could spend hours up there sometimes. So you don't have to, you can get on the smaller ships, save some money, and still have a fantastic cruise. So a lot of fun. Now I don't know necessarily if kids like the smaller ships, but I know that I love them, and a lot of other people like smaller ships too. So it's be really good. And then Destination Fun says that we like Brilliance of the Sea for the same reason. Yep. A lot of people do like smaller ships, and Mike and Rihanna says Carnival Paradise looks like a great old ship. Yep, Carnival Paradise is a smaller ship. It's one of the smallest ships still in the Carnival fleet, but it's a great ship still, and we're gonna have a lot of fun on that group cruise next year. Yeah, Carnival Paradise is a great ship. It's smaller. It's one of the smallest ones in the fleet, if not the smallest now that Carnival has. But it's still a great ship, and a lot of people love that ship, along with the Carnival Pride, Carnival Glory, and that people are loving some of those ships. All righty. Here's one that may not work if you are cruising with kids. But if you can, and even if you can take your kids out of school, one way to take a less expensive cruise is to cruise when school is in session. Now, again, that may not work if you have kids that are in school, unless you are able to take them out. But cruises are less expensive when kids are, because families and with kids and everything, they are probably the biggest demographic of people that cruise, or one of the biggest demographics of people that cruise. And so when school's in session, the cruise lines are wanting to fill up those ships, so they're gonna lower the price during that time so that they can fill up those ships. So consider traveling when school's in session, and maybe not in the summertime or over holidays. As you know, holidays are probably the most expensive. They are the most expensive time to cruise, over Christmas, New Year's, some of the other, 4th of July and stuff. Some of the holidays are more expensive. Thanksgiving are more expensive to cruise in, and then in the summertime, so if you more expensive. So if you consider doing it in the spring, fall time frame, you're probably going to get pretty good rates. So consider cruising when kids are in school, if you can. Another thing, Starbucks, and there's other companies that partner with travel companies also. But Starbucks has partnered with Delta. And so if you are a Starbucks drinker, and if you buy your coffee at Starbucks, consider going on to, and I don't know if you use the app or not, but consider going on Starbucks, download their app on your phone, order your drinks and whatever you're getting at Starbucks through your app, and link it with Delta. Because what you get is, for every dollar that you spend, you get a mile towards Delta's frequent flyer. So every dollar you spend, you get a mile for Delta. So that could be a way that you can build up your miles if you fly Delta, to be able to, fly cheaper, build up those miles so you get free flights and stuff like that. So consider flying when or consider using Starbucks app when you're ordering. That's it save you some cost of your flights. Another thing, very important, make a copy or a picture of your ID, whether especially if it's your passport. Make a photocopy of it, take a picture of it, and have it on your phone. When you're at the cruise ports, don't carry your passport off the ship. Leave it in the safe. My recommendation now, you can do what you want, but this is what we do. We actually take a picture of it, and then we have it on our phone. But also make a photocopy of it so you have a second one. Hopefully you don't lose your phone, but you just never know. But make a copy of it, leave the passport in your safe, and then you still have that. If you need photo ID when you're out, you can show that along with your driver's license. So that is a recommendation, is to make a photocopy of both your driver's license and your passports. Before we got our passports, we were cruising once, and Cindy had her sail and sign card, Carnival sail and sign card, and her driver's license in her lanyard. We went snorkeling. She forgot to take the lanyard off, and both her ID and the sail and sign card is somewhere in the Caribbean Ocean now, in the bottom of the water. She lost both her photo ID, her driver's license, and her sail and sign card. We were able to get back on the ship. We called ahead, and that's the point. If you do lose your ID, call ahead and let the ship know and give them a heads up. They can let security have a heads up and everything, so it's easier. And then when we got back to the port, Customs just asked, "Okay, what's your room number?" Sending you a room number, and we were able to get back on the ship. And they do the face recognition. This is, some people may not like the face recognition, but this is one time that it really saved us, because when we got back to the ship, the security ran it, and they saw Cindy's face and the cabin number and everything, and we were good to go. And then they were able to make her a new sail and sign card. We had a bigger issue when we got to the airport to fly home, because she didn't have her ID. And so we were scrambling. She needed 2 forms of ID that showed her name. And finally, we were able to get that and able to fly home. But they held us up for a while. If we would have had that on our phone, we probably wouldn't have had an issue. So make a photocopy of it just in case, because you never know. All right, I know we're getting close on time, and I have a ton of these, so we may do this 2 weeks in a row. We'll see. But also, one thing, a lot of people think about buying the drink package, and I don't know. You guys can say it in the chat. Do you guys buy the drink package? If you're not a huge drinker, I would recommend you not getting the drink package. You're going to need to drink for it to be worth your time. Now, some people do this, so for them, it is worth their time and money. But you're going to need to drink 7 to 10 drinks every day you're on the cruise to make it worth the money that you spend for the drink packages, because drink packages are becoming very, very expensive. So it may be behoove you, I think I said it right, but to just pay as you go. Don't buy the drink package unless you're going to drink a lot. So there you go. See how much time we got left. Oh, here's one that I'm going to talk about now, and that is towel clips. Tell me in the chat, do many of you purchase towel clips? Towel clips are a deal. We love our towel clips, and they saved us. from our towels blown. We've had our towels on our balcony on the cruise ship, but we clip them, and we've seen other people lose their towels off their balcony. And it also helps you when you're out on the Lido deck by the pool or by the hot tub. Got on a chair, you just clip it on the chair with your towel clip, and it saves your towel. Also, when you go to the beach, when you're doing a beach excursion, that they're just awesome. So we recommend everyone. You can get them from Amazon, and we recommend everyone get towel clips. They really help us a lot. And one other one, and I didn't really think about this a whole lot because we've only done one interior cabin. But if you people that do interiors a lot, they probably know this. Get a nightlight if you're going to stay in an interior, especially. Those cabins are dark, and so get a nightlight because your toes and your shins are going to be very happy, and your significant other, if you're traveling with someone, is going to be happy if you're not having to turn on the cabin light to go to the restroom or what have you. So get a night light to put in that cabin, especially if you are um, in an interior. But really, any of the cabins, because even in our balconies at night, still can be very, very dark. So get a night light, and it'll help you see if you're trying to get around your cabin at night and you're not trying to wake everybody else up. It is. We got 6 minutes to go, so I think I will cover. Here's one more that I'll cover tonight, and that is dietary restrictions. If you have dietary restrictions, the cruise lines have you covered. Whether you're vegetarian, vegan, gluten free, if you have food allergies, no matter what your dietary restriction is, the cruise lines can help you out and can and will accommodate you. Um, and the thing is, don't wait till you get on the cruise ship. As soon as you book, let your travel advisor, or if you're booking yourself, but get a hold of the cruise line and let them know, hey, I've got these food allergies. I need to be gluten free. I'm vegetarian, whatever it is, because they'll make the notations your uh, in your booking, and they'll be able to let the cruise ship know so that the staff is ready for you. So make sure that you do. If you have dietary restrictions, make sure you let the cruise lines know. Make sure you let them know before you get on the cruise ship. And once you get there, go see the maitre d' and just make sure that everything is set up for you so that you're not going to have any issues when it comes to eating your meals. And they can even do that for you in the buffet. So just make sure you talk to them and they will get you squared away. And here's another one. Just remember, and we actually have some friends that have this issue. Just remember that room service is not free. Room service is not free. It used to be free. Cruise lines used to do room service for free, but it's not anymore. Most of them, it is a la carte, and so you're going to pay for each item, or it may be a lump sum to bring the items to you, but it's not going to be free. It is going to cost you. So when you want that burger at 3 a.m. in the morning, or that sandwich, or whatever, just remember that there is going to be a charge to that. Well, guys, I think we're going to end it there. I'm going to quick see about what people are saying in the chat. Let me scroll back up. I think I saw some people come in too. So, let's see. We got a Facebook user says, "Good day, y'all." Well, good day to you. Don't know who you are, but glad that you're here, and hopefully you are having a great evening. Felicia says, "Great tips. Thank you very much." And we've got a ton more, so we may do this a second day, a second live. We shall see. And then Facebook user says, "Coughs here."
All right, not sure who that is, but welcome in. Glad that you're here. Hopefully, you're having a great evening. And Will G says that I use airline credit cards. Yes, that's another good thing to build up miles with airlines. The cruise lines have credit cards too that you can help with getting free cruises and stuff. So consider that, getting an airline credit cards. If you get credit cards, get an airline's credit cards or cruise line credit cards. You'll maybe able to save some money that way. On deck with CB. Welcome in, guys. That's great tips. Welcome in. Glad you are here. Hopefully, you guys are having a wonderful evening. And Mike Rihanna says, "Is that available in Canada? The Starbucks and Delta airline deal." Mike, I'm not sure, but I can find out for you. I'm not sure if it does work in Canada, but it may. But I'll find out for you, and I will let you know. I know it's here in the United States, and we use it, but I will let you know for sure. And Will G says, does the jewel out of San Juan? Very, very cool. And Will G says, man, I need a proofreader better before I hit send. Hey, I completely agree with you there, Will. I do that so often. I keep telling myself I need to read before I send, and I don't. And then after I send, I look and I'm like, oh my goodness, I hate autocorrect because sometimes it corrects it to something that you don't want sent. So, yeah, uh, um, but I'm right there with you. And Will G says, don't use them. Don't use the towel clips. We really enjoy them. We like them. It helps the towel to stay on our chair and everything like that. So, and Sharon says, oh, that's a good idea to use towel clips on the balcony. It really is. And Sherry says that they use the towel clips. That's very, very cool. Hey, John, welcome in. Glad you are here. Hopefully, you are having a great evening, my friend, fellow West Coastian, if you will. And Bamanoa is in the house. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good evening. And then, have you ever seen a good cruise line credit card? I don't use them. I know that Carnival has them. I think Royal and Norwegian both have them. I don't know the answer to that because I don't use them, so I don't know what kind of rates they have and all of the but all of the perks and everything. But I think it's a good thing to research. So I am going to find that out. Um, uh, because that's I don't know which ones are good versus which ones are bad. Um, but uh, yeah, but it's a good way to save some money. So, and Adam, okay, back at it again. Well, thank you for coming in, guys. I'm really glad that you were here, and hopefully, Debbie and Adam, that you guys are having a good evening and get back at it. But I hope you have a great evening, and we will talk to you guys soon. All right. Well, it looks like I made it to the bottom, and it's right after the hour. So thank you, everyone, again for coming in. Greatly appreciate it. We really look forward. I'm sorry that Cindy wasn't able to make it, but she actually we have a couple more minutes. It's not quite that's right I said. So, well, anyways, uh, we really appreciate you guys, and yeah, we got 2 minutes, so we're doing good. Uh, we really appreciate you guys for all of your support and all that you guys do for us. Greatly appreciate it. And so we just hope that you have a wonderful evening and have a wonderful, great week and be safe. And by the way, we are going to be having it was our last Love and Mary show ended up being a really big hit, and we had a lot of positive comments about it. So we are going to be doing another one in a couple weeks. I think we're going to be doing it. I think it's around the 21st, 22nd, whatever that week is on Tuesday. We are doing another Love and Mary show. We will be posting that here shortly, hopefully. So guys, make sure you invite all your friends, family, everything is going to be a blast, just like the last one was. And we cannot wait to do it again. And so we will be doing the Love and Marriage show again. And we hope you all come in, enjoy us, and have fun in the chat too. And join us next week. Whether we do more cruise tips or we got everything, we always try to make it fun. Maybe we'll do some trivia. We shall see. But we hope that you guys have a wonderful evening. And we hope to see you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. And until next time, guys, happy travels. We'll see you out there.